Welcome to this video. This is Vijay from Dino Code Academy. So in this video, we are going to start the creation of a new project inside the Android Studio. So we are going to set up the environment so that we can perform all the CRUD operation inside our application. Means I can teach you how to perform all the CRUD operations like create, read, update and delete inside the Android system by using the SQLite library. So SQLite is an open source library, so you don't need to use any other dependency, means you don't need to add the external dependency inside the SQLite. So you can use it directly. So I'm going to start the creation of a new project inside the Android Studio. So switch back to the Android Studio. So I'm going to click on the start a new Android Studio project. Select the empty activity, click on next and make sure you are actually using the Java language. So I'm using the Java. Later on I can use it Kotlin as well. And then I'm going to name as CRUD SQLite. So this is my application name and you can name it whatever you want. So just I'm going to click on the finish and wait for the Gradle to build the project for us. So here you can see now the project is synced successfully, means created. So now I'm going to minimize it and then you can see you got two files. The first is the XML file and the second is the .java file in which we are going to write our business logic. And in the XML part we are going to add the code so that we can design the layout of our application. So click on this project tab so that you can see everything more clearly. So now I'm going to remove this text view and also changing this root layout to scroll view. So the first I need to select this one and then here I need to type the scroll view. So pressing the tab key and also making it enter here. Now instead of this scroll view I'm going to specify a one linear layout. And one more thing you need to notice here, that once you are actually using the scroll view, so there should only be a one direct child, that is a linear layout or whatever another layout you are actually using. So you don't need to actually specify the another linear layout. So what I want to say, if you are actually using this one linear layout and again if you copy the another linear layout, then definitely you can see here the warning, a scroll view can have only one child. So that's why you need to only specify a one direct child that can be scrollable through the screen. So now we need to specify the width. So layout width is required. So the width is going to be match parent. And then we need to specify the height. So layout height is required. You can see it. That's a legendary property for every view. So height is going to be wrap content. Depending upon the content that we are actually filling inside the layout, it will take the area to this scroll view, means it's the root layout, means it's covering its rule, means it's covering its root layout. And after that, inside this linear layout, I'm going to place some one more linear layout. So this linear layout is going to be the root linear layout, means not the root linear layout. The root layout is our scroll view, means a root element is going to be our scroll view. Instead of that, we have specified one linear layout. Now inside of this linear layout, I'm going to specify a one more linear layout. So I'm going to create a tag of linear layout, then I'm going to place the content inside this linear layout. So type it again, a linear layout, and width is going to be match parent and height is going to be wrap content, and then we need to specify the orientation for this linear layout. So the orientation is going to be horizontal, and inside of this linear layout I'm going to place a to edit text. So just I'm going to type it here, edit text. So here I need to specify the edit. So make sure I'm typing the capital one. So this is going to be the edit text. And after that, so to do it more faster, I can just simply switch to the design tab. So from there, I can select the text view and then this is plain text is going to be our edit text. And I'm going to select it and just place it inside the linear layout that is having a horizontal orientation property. Again, we want a second one. So I'm going to again drag it. So you can see now we have placed two edit text inside this horizontal linear layout. Now I'm going to click on this text tab to again go to the text mode of the code of the XML, and from there I can just modify the properties directly so that I can do it more quickly, because if you are actually exploring the properties from here, then it will take lots of time. Instead I'm having a property memorized in my memory, so I can directly type it and make it more quickly. Also I want to specify a padding. So padding I'm going to specify it, not padding, I'm going to specify the margin. So margin is going to be from both sides is going to be 10 dp. So that actually looks nice, the margin. So this will give a little bit good UI design. So again I want one more thing here inside the values property. means style.xml. Here I am going to change it into no action bar. So inside of the activity main.xml, so here you can see the things are very much same because it's a different canvas, but once we run the application we will not see a action bar inside our emulator. After placing the edit text, here we need to specify the IDs to this both edit text. So first I am going to specify the ID to this edit text. So this is going to be ET. Then the next one, that is the second one, is going to be ET. After specifying the ID, we need to specify here a button. So outside this linear layout, I am going to specify a one button. So again I am going to do a design tab, and from there just click on these buttons and then select the button and drag it inside the linear layout. So I want this inside this root linear layout of this linear layout. After that you can see it's giving the error, and that because the orientation is not specified. So I'm going to specify the orientation as vertical. So now you can see the error is gone. Then this ID of this button is going to be BT insert. That is actually used to insert the data inside the Android system. Means the Android persistent storage system. Then width is going to be match parent. And then I'm going to increase the text color. Means first I'm going to specify the text color is going to be dark black. And after that just going to be text style is going to be bold. And then I need to specify the text size. So text size is going to be 20 SP. And also I want to do one more thing, is going to be text all caps is going to be false. And also I'm going to change it here text to hint, so that user can directly type the hint that is specified to the edit text. And this one is actually going to be product name. So first I need to change it from text to hint, and then here I need to specify the product name. And also you can specify the text color, but I am just going to leave it with this lighter one. After that, just specifying the first thing of the button, we need to specify here a one text view. So again I am going to click on this design tab, and here just click on this text and select this text view and drag it to this linear layout that having a vertical orientation, that is this one, not this one. So now I have actually done all the code inside this horizontal linear layout, so I'm going to minimize it. Again I'm going to click on this text, and just I'm going to change the property of this text view. So I'm going to copy all the property from here and paste it inside of this text view. So right now you can see it's actually very crisp. Then I want to make the alignment of the text view is going to be center, and then I need to type a text that I want to display inside of this text view. So this is actually used to update the product category. So here I will be typing update product category. So according to the name of the product, I am going to update the content of the SQLite entries, means the rows that we actually inserted inside the Android storage system. After doing this, we need to again edit text. So for that, I'm going to copy this linear layout code and copy it and paste it inside this linear layout. Then I just want to change the ID. So here I'm going to change the IDs to, so it is going to be ET where to update. And then the ID of this one is going to be ET update product type. So that's what I actually want. And also I want a button. So just copy the code of this button and paste it in outside of this linear layout. And then the ID of this button is going to be update, because we actually want to update the content of when the user click on this button. And also changing the text, so it's going to be update. And also changing the text for this button as well, it is going to be insert. So that's actually done now, the creation of all of these two important things. The next thing we want is to actually specify another text view. So I'm going to copy again a text view code so that to save a little bit of time. So copy it and paste it outside of this button code inside the root linear layout of the other linear layout. Then I'm going to change the ID to this just simply 2, because we are not going to fetch the ID of this to the other inside the activity code. Then just removing this text and here, and after that here I'm going to write the text. So here I'm going to write the text, delete all rows. So this is what we actually want, delete all rows where name of the product is. So according to the name of the product, we are going to delete the rows inside the SQLite table. Then for deleting the row, we just only want a single edit text. So I'm going to copy this edit text from here and paste it outside of this edit text. Then I want to change the ID of this edit text. So it is going to be 80 where to delete. So this is the ID, and here just changing the hint to, and also I'm going to edit the hint of this too as well, that is for the update. So here I will be typing where product is equal to question mark and not plus sign is going to be equal to. So this is actually a product, and here it's going to be product name according to this. So it's going to be product name. And this is actually just copy it from here and paste it here. Just between that I need to specify the product type, means the category. So just type it here, cat for property. Or I can just type it the whole one. And after that when you a button, so I'm going to copy this button code, and after the ending of the delete edit text, here just simply paste it and just change the text to delete, and after that just change the ID to BT delete. So now we have actually set it the layout for the 3 operations that we want to perform. Then we want another edit text. So after the end of the button code, just making some room, and here I need one more edit text. So instead of this, I need to just go to the top, and here from there linear layout I'm going to copy this and paste it here. So here I just want a single edit text, so I'm going to copy a button code and just remove this edit text code by pressing delete, and I'm going to place it, and then I'm going to paste it the code for the button. So this is going to be query the ID, means the read operation. So this will actually going to be a BT query by ID, means according to the ID we are going to query all the data, and then the ID of this edit text is going to be. So that's actually we want for this layout. And after that we need to specify some padding as well, because right now you can see that design looks not very good. So here I am just going to specify the margins, from both sides. So margin top is going to be 5 dp, and just I'm going to copy this code from here, just cut it from here, because I want to specify the margin to these two ones. And after button, this margin for this linear layout, and for delete one specify the update, and this text view specify the margin, and for this text view as well. And the last button that we want, so again I'm going to copy it and paste it outside the linear layout for the query row by ID, and here just query row by ID, changing the ID of this button is actually going to be BT display all. So that's what I actually want, and just changing the text to. So now just specify the margin top property as well. So just specifying the margin top is going to be 5 dp. So now our layout is actually done, and also we have set the ID. So now I'm going to run the application to see how our actual UI looks like in the emulator. So you can see my emulator is actually booting up. So here you can see our application will look like this one. So you can see the application layout is very small and there is lot of space is actually here, it's actually empty, so I need to fill those space. So I'm going to increase the margin size. So first just increase the margin top property to 10 dp for this one, and also for this one also 10 dp, and for this one also is going to be 10 dp. And for this delete button I also want to specify the margin top property so that there is a little bit gap that actually looks like nice. And for the topmost button, that is this one, for update, is also going to be margin property, margin top, and it's going to be 10 dp. And then this is actually for the text view. For the linear layout, just change it here to 10 dp. And for this button as well, margin top is going to be 10 dp. And for this text view is also margin top is going to be 10 dp. And for this query ID button, so now it's time to run it again. And also I want a dark action bar so that to fill the empty space. Expand the values directory, go to the style.xml file and change it again to dark action bar to see the action bar inside our application. Again run it into the virtual emulator to see the changes. So here you can see our application is now running, and you can see that the dark action bar is actually appearing, and now our layout looks okay. So when I click on the insert button, whatever entry I actually filled here, it actually going to insert it inside the SQLite table that we are going to create in our upcoming videos. And also if I want to update the value, then I can type the product name, and according to the product category it is going to update the value. And if I want to delete it, then according to the edit text value, I am going to delete the product. And also by clicking on this delete button, and here you can see it's actually showing the delete. So it's actually a query by ID. So I need to change this one. So here just change the text to query by ID. So that's what, and also for this edit text is going to be match parent. So that is covering up the whole space. Then you can see that's what actually we want. Now again I'm running it, so you can adjust the spacings as per your need. I'm going to leaving it as it is because my main motive is to actually show you how you can perform the CRUD operations by using the SQLite library instead of designing the application in a more deeper way. So I'm going to run the application. So now you can see the text query by ID is actually appearing, and also this edit text taking up the whole width according to its root layout, that is the match parent. So that's it for this lecture. If you like this video, then share it with your friends, whoever want to develop the applications and learn the SQLite fundamental by using Android Studio. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And if you are new to my channel, then subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you can get a notification when I upload a new video.